What's up, YouTube? I know you haven't seen this collaboration happen in a long time, but you got your boy XThreeee, Muscle Man Malcolm.
You know.
Yes, sir. What's up, bro?
I think the last time you did it when I had like red hair for the first time? You called me KSI.
Yeah, you change your hair like every time I see you.
You know, we going with the orange and black this time. That was what, last year? Oh my goodness.
Something like that. Yeah, jeez. What's the next hair color gonna be?
Can't give that away.
Oh,
I think it might do it too. Streets saying they trying to see red and green for Christmas, but who gives a fuck what the streets say?
I was gonna find a scoop. I was gonna send the Fightful, but okay. We're actually doing predictions for AEW Full Gear. Well, this guy doesn't even know what's even gonna be happening on the show.
It's for good reason on why I have not really watched wrestling in the past month. It's for good reason, but I was catching up here and there. I was catching up.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll go ahead and jump into it. If you guys have any questions, well, I don't know if I'm asking you guys some questions. The video's out. We're not. You can't.
This ain't live, Mom. This ain't live.
Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage taking on the Super Click of Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. I'm gonna go ahead first, so you can think about it for a minute.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Super Click only because, like, I mean, it's Adam Cole's the Young Bucks. They took a big L at Full Gear 2019, the Young Bucks against Pride and Powerful, and I believe they did win last year. So I'm gonna let them go ahead and get another dub. So I'm gonna go with the Super Click.
You know, I think we get some shenanigans in this match. I think this may be like either a very common thought process, or I might be the only one and I'm gonna look stupid. But is Christian turning on? Yeah, I feel like Christian could turn on Jungle Boy with some shenanigan-filled finish. So I don't know if it's gonna end clean. It could, but like for the pay-per-view, let's spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna say the Super Click via shenanigans. I don't know what kind of shenanigans, but it ain't gonna be clean. It's gonna be some tomfoolery will be afoot. That's what I predict.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, like Christian versus like Jungle Boy is like a pay-per-view match, like Revolution.
Yeah.
That would be kind of.
I can see, or like one of them little special dynamites. Or just a dynamite. They be doing good shit like that all the time. But maybe it's time to get Christian Cage on the hillside, turn on Jungle Boy.
I mean, like Christian as a heel. Christian as a heel. Long day. Christian as a heel is actually like way more entertaining than like a face anyway. So like
I haven't been paying attention to much of that storyline. So like I'm like, oh no, they hurt Jungle Boy. Oh no, they hurt Christian. Like we don't care.
This is gonna be a big one. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. Battle of the promos. I mean, it has to be CM Punk. I mean, like the dude's undefeated right now. I can't really see why. I mean, Eddie could get the dub. Like it's a big win in his career, but like. Just no. Like it's just gonna be CM Punk. They're gonna make him the face of AEW. You can't take L's anytime soon. But I think it definitely can lead to an Eddie Kingston like full-fledged heel turn that I guess he's slowly becoming. So yeah, CM Punk gotta get the dub, and maybe he'll be like CM Punk's first, like, I don't know, L down in line.
I think I'm gonna need Eddie Kingston to win this match. I love CM Punk. Don't get me wrong. CM Punk's the guy. Whatever. But it's Eddie Kingston. And like, I get it. CM Punk's back. You know, it still feels a little wild. You gotta lose sometime. This is the only time it'll be acceptable. I'm like, okay, I can see, like, I feel like it's one of those things where it could, like, that match alone could change the whole momentum of the pay-per-view. So like, you gotta really nail this. Like, you can't fuck this up. But that's why I'm like, I'm on the fence, because it's like, it's CM Punk, but also Eddie Kingston could use that dub for real. They can go deeper with that storyline rather than going, CM Punk, I win again. And then they do. I feel like Eddie could get this one first. And then we go from there, maybe blow it off in a street fight or whatever. Just keep it going, because you have Eddie and CM Punk. You're not about to this ain't over. This feud better not be over. You better continue this. When is Revolution? Like February, January?
Like it's like late February, early March, something like that.
Is there a pay? So is that the pay-per-view after Full Gear?
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's keep it going. You have too much money on the table to do this little one and done rampage ass feud. No, keep it going.
I don't know. I mean, like they be really running CM Punk through these dudes like week after week.
That's what like.
I don't think something's gonna happen. I think CM Punk's gonna run through this dude again, just like he did to all the other people. And I think eventually, once Punk starts to get for that world title, that's when you put Eddie back into that storyline and then run it for the world. You
think he's getting the world title?
Punk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I say by full gear next year, low key, honestly. Like, yeah,
I can see that.
To not have CM Punk as your world champion, like
but it also feels like,
bro, like
Or I'd give him a TNT title. And I'd give CM Punk the TNT title and keep him out of that type of you can make that.
Yes, no.
Like the TNT title's icy as fuck though. Like you could do something with it. Well, you said by full gear next year. You know what?
I mean, like TNT title, CM Punk, like he's just too big for that belt. Like it's just too.
And that could be that. Okay, maybe do you give Bryan the TNT title?
I could see Bryan as a TNT because he's younger by a couple of years, so he just looks like a younger dude, right? He don't look old. Like he got like
he got the gray. That's the one.
Yeah, like he looks old. Like I feel like it's like a young man's championship, and like Bryan looks younger, right? So you have him versus like Lee Moriarty and like Daniel Garcia and all those kind of guys. Like I it's a little more entertaining as the TNT title than like Punk, which would still be good, but Punk versus those dudes.
If Punk gets the title, he needs to be heel. I don't want to see a face Punk title reign. I want to see the heel Punk come on. That's another my other point is that's why I kind of hope Eddie Kingston wins to get it shaken up because it still feels like the welcome back tour of CM Punk. It's like, all right, we get it. CM Punk's back. You don't have to keep opening shows with the music just to sit down and commentary. You don't got to do that. And like I understand why they do it. It's like Cult of Personality is a banger. Give him a match. We don't need to open the show with Cult of Personality. Go. Yeah, I'm on commentary for the night. We don't need that. He can just be there. It's okay. It's okay.
But like, if you have him just run through every dude, because like if he keeps doing this and he comes out and he's not doing commentary, he's wrestling, right? He's gonna like beat up everyone that's important because you can't have him just face like I don't know 2.0 or whatever. No one's gonna care about that match. So you gotta put him against dudes that are like top stars, and I don't want to see him run through everyone. And it hasn't even been 3 months, 2 months, something like that.
I say time limit draw, and they run it back.
Actually, no, you know what?
That's what we should do.
I like that.
Because I don't think you could. I don't want to see Eddie Kingston lose again.
Eddie loses a lot too.
And he's too good for that. He should have had a championship by now to keep it a buck.
I wish he won the world title last year. To be honest, against Moxley.
It was right there.
It was so good.
It was right there. I'm going. My final prediction. I'm gonna say time. I'm gonna say time limit draw. I'm gonna say time limit draw. They run it back at Revolution.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Honestly, yeah, time limit draw is probably the best one. The next match is gonna be MJF versus Darby Allin. It's just a singles match. They've been running the whole feud of like them beating up Sting, kind of like how they usually do for every Darby feud. Now they just beat up Sting and it makes Darby angry because his grandpa got hurt. Stuff like that. I think MJF should win because like MJF is just the bigger star between the two. Darby's dope, I love him, but like MJF, he got world champion on him, and Darby. I mean, I love Darby, but like,
I'm going MJF. I don't give a.
It has to be.
I don't give a fuck about Darby. Like, can I keep it a buck with you? I'm not gonna get the details. I feel like y'all know why. Theme song's a banger, but
it depends on like the dude Darby's facing. Like, if it's a guy that's like almost his stature or like significantly bigger, then like it's kind of cool to watch. Like Darby versus like. I was gonna say Brian Cage, but low-key kind of bored. Some big, let's say Wardlow. I don't know. Wardlow.
Like Darby, okay. I could just sit through a Darby match. Like he does some cool shit, but like me personally, I don't fuck with Darby on the personal level. I don't give, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like when Darby comes out, I'm like, cool. I'm just sitting there chilling, and then the theme song go crazy. But like I don't really invest my time into Darby. MJF's piece of shit. In kayfabe, I don't want. I'm gonna go with MJF. That's the guy. I'm gonna go because honestly, after this Darby feud, put him in the title picture. Put him in the fucking title picture.
What title though? If it's world title, nah. Well, okay, think about
put him in the world title picture,
bro. Like if it's like Hangman or
yeah.
or Omega, whoever, right? It's gonna be Hangman, but like whoever's gonna be world. Right? I mean, like let's be honest, like, we all know it's gonna be Hangman. Like Hangman versus Darby does that sounds like a Rampage like stopping point. Like that don't sound like a good title feud, honestly. Like especially for like a new dude. Nah.
MJF though.
MJF versus like Adam makes sense. There's like a story behind that too. So like, yeah, and also
don't give him the time. Well, I mean, depending on where we at in Hangman's run, do you give MJF the title?
I think if anyone should be the next champion after Hangman, it definitely either should be MJF, or it should be. I think Cody turns heel and goes back on his promise. And it's Cody or MJF. That was my
brother. God damn. Fuck, not season 2 of Rose to the Top. Damn.
Whoa, is that disrespect? That show was a banger. What you talking about?
Come on. You come on. With a straight face, tell me you watched Rose to the Top week.
I watched 1 and a third episode. And the part with Brandy when she's speaking, that part, it was good. She said words that made me question if she's still black or not.
You know what I like about Rose to the Top? How often they were saying the words vagina on the first episode. For some reason, every time I looked up, Cody was like, "Hey, I like to fuck my wife." Like, okay, you get it, man.
It's because they're edgy, and like Cody's trying to show that he gets the black culture, like he's with it. I mean, like he's pretty much the next MLK. I mean,
Martin Luther Cody.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think in one promo, Cody Rhodes has basically ended racism as a whole. All right, so the next match is going to be the Inner Circle taking on the Men of the Year and American Top Team. I'm not going to run through some of these names because I can't say them. I'm just going to screw it up. But basically, I got America's Top Team low key. I got like George Masvidal coming in and just kneeing Jericho in the face. Yeah,
I think I got American Top Team.
Yeah, they have
Paige Van Zandt.
Okay, so if Paige gets in there, right, and like just decks Jericho, but Dan Lambert makes the pin.
I could see that. Dan Lambert's a funny guy.
I used to think he was kind of annoying. I love that dude now. Like,
he's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like, I be tuning out of these like segments sometimes, but like I'm like, let me see what Dan Lambert talking about. Like, whenever Jericho get on the mic, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Every Dan Lambert promo is like him calling the whole roster skinny and little, but then like he surrounded himself by like wrestlers that are fighters that are like not the biggest dudes in the world either. So I'm like, you weigh more than your fighters, right? But okay, but like not like Paige. I hope they sign her because like she's good. I don't think they will. I don't think she's gonna want to wrestle on a consistent basis like that. But like Paige in AEW would be dope.
Didn't WWE pass on her?
I don't know.
Like, I think I heard something like that. She wanted to work with WWE, but they passed on her, which is fucking stupid. Because
if they did, then they're dumb as hell.
She rules.
Paige.
She's Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah. No, she got like her ass kicked though on that bare knuckles fight though.
It happens to the best of us. Former Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey also got her ass kicked in the UFC. It's fine.
No, that got deleted from history when she started wrestling. I don't know.
Okay, my bad.
It never happened. No, we don't know in Holly here. Britt Baker is taking on Ty Conti for the AEW Women's Championship. I mean, this is just a filler feud to me. I love Ty Conti. I think she's great. But it's a filler. Honestly, Britt's gonna get the dub. No one's taking off her until it's Thunder Rosa, low key. So like, it's just gonna be Britt.
You think it's Thunder next?
I think it should be Thunder. Like, I don't think Thunder's gonna be the TBS champion if she's still in the tournament. I just don't know. I think Jay Cargill's gonna be the champ.
Yes, sir. we gonna get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But it definitely should be Britt retaining again. Yeah, Thunder should be the next champion. I don't really see why anyone else could beat Britt. I don't see who could beat her besides Thunder.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even. Yeah, I see Britt. Well, I low key feel like they might swerve and give it the time. I don't know.
I feel like between the two, it really should be like Anna Jay that gets the belt though. Like I don't think Ty is the one. Like, I think Ty would be a good TBS champion, and I think she could build up to the world title because that kind of is like a new intercontinental belt. So I feel like she needs that to cement herself as like a good wrestler because she is. But like, you know, she didn't have like the name value because NXT and stuff. But now I think it's just not her time. I think it will be, but like
because like I'd be shocked if they, because like it's like I could see them doing it for like the shock value. But yeah, logically, Britt, it's like I don't know who takes the belt off of Britt. Like it's like
Thunder, or if it's not like, Thunder, I want it to be like I want them to build up someone for like a good year, leave the belt on Britt for a minute, and be like Red Velvet.
Red Velvet?
Yeah, I think like if you build up Red Velvet in like a year, not like anytime soon because she keeps losing too much. So like if you build her up, she does. Like if you build her up for like a good solid year, she's a good underdog, without doubt.
Yeah. I see Brett winning this.
The AEW World Title Eliminator Finals give me my boy Miro taking on Bryan Danielson. It's hard for me to like kind of go against Miro, but like also he was a sub, so like it's kind of hard to actually get the dub. But like I mean, it's gonna be Bryan. I mean, we all just know it. I don't know when he cashes in on being that #1 contender for the world title because I don't see why Hangman or Kenny should face Bryan first because like. I feel like whenever Bryan gets that title shot, should win it, possibly. I don't think he should be like losing like a big match like that. I feel like they should pull the trigger and give it to him. But I don't know. Because I mean, like to have Miro win, like Miro's cool and all, and I love him. Like his character's like fucking awesome. But like to make him the #1 contender, if that's the first feud for the belt, like it doesn't feel like the biggest first feud ever. I feel like Miro in a world title picture right now, it would be more of like a filler because he like kind of fell off after he lost that TNT belt. Yeah. So like, I don't. Miro would be a filler feud, and Bryan Danielson should be the champion. But you also, I don't know. They booked himself into a corner, but also
they really
stuff. It kind of happens.
I feel like Bryan is the.
Like Bryan should win. It's just like I don't want Bryan to not be the champion when he does have that match because he will have that match. So it's like, to lose on like your first attempt and then come back around. Like Bryan Danielson in AEW is not an underdog. Like he's a top.
Right. And he wrestles anybody. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just wrestling everybody. So like that, but like, so okay. So the eliminator final. Okay. And then the winner, does the winner face him at Revolution, or is it like any time? Or
that's a great question. I think because Omega won the last eliminator, and then he had like that winner's coming match where he won the belt from Moxley. So I'd assume either on a big Dynamite or just Revolution.
Okay.
Because I can't see that happening on like Rampage. Honestly, I don't.
Well, if Bryan wins, then it feels like Hangman isn't winning then, and they're trying to do Omega and Bryan again.
That's true, but also to not have
so it's like they booked a hell of a corner. I think it's like I want Hangman to win, but did that match, the Arthur Ashe match, went to a draw, right?
Yeah, with Bryan, that was a time limit. Yeah, it's a weird situation because like if Omega's still the champion, one, you just wasted the big Hangman match, and like to have a rematch of that is not going to be as interesting. But also, if Bryan is the #1 contender, Bryan should be the guy to win the belt next. But if Hangman's a new champ, then it's like, well, that's too soon. And then, it all kind of sucks.
So I
honestly feel like if Moxley was still around, like, I mean, obviously he has a good reason for not being there. Like, good luck to him, of course. Yeah. But like, if Moxley was still there, I think Moxley would have beat Bryan, and that way Moxley could have been the first feud for whoever. Or next feud if it's Omega. That way it's like it's filler, but like
it's like a good middle ground.
Yeah. So I honestly feel like Moxley was gonna beat Bryan if he was still like in AEW at the moment. So it's weird. It's really weird.
I feel like he would have I feel like Bryan would have beaten Mox.
I still feel like I feel like Mox would have won because like if Hangman's a champ, that's like Hangman's first feud against like probably the biggest dude there. Besides like And then if Omega wins, you can just run back a feud. That's like, that's pretty cool. And then you can move on to the next one, and then maybe that person like actually gets the title off him. It is weird, Like there's no like good answer.
If we knew
Miro is ready to win the title,
Miro rules.
Brian's too ready to win the championship, and Miro
and Hangman.
Yeah, like Hangman should be champ. Brian's ready to get the belt. Miro will be world champ one day, just not right now. And like that would be a really boring first feud. Because no disrespect, I love the God's favorite champion. That's like my shit. But like, it just doesn't feel like a good first feud. And then Omega retaining.
It just feels like a wet. Okay, so I'm gonna say Brian wins this.
Okay. Does that mean Omega retains?
What's next on the?
The next match is literally the main event.
Okay. So we can just keep it going.
Yeah, we're just keeping it going.
So I say.
It's like I want Brian. Well, I don't really. I mean, I want Miro, but like Brian would win. But Hangman.
Here's what I'll do. Pete. All right, you ready?
Okay.
You got Brian beating Miro.
Yeah.
Hangman beats Kenny.
Okay.
Then they don't announce when that message or not. I'm reading my text. They don't they don't announce when that title match for Brian and Hangman is. So you're like, oh, people are gonna get hyped regardless. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna get Brian and Hangman. That's kind of cool. Brian beats Hangman. Then Kenny's like, I want my rematch. We never settled it. Brian say less. You get Brian and Omega 2 at Revolution for the title. Brian beats Kenny there, so Brian can keep his shit. And then whatever feud you want to go from there, that's the way to do it. So you have like an easier way out because well,
I don't know.
Because Hangman wouldn't get the title for long though.
What happens if Hangman wins? Brian wins, you run like a triple threat at Revolution, right? And like it's boring, but it gets you like through the.
It gets everybody, yeah.
Like it gets you through it, even though it's like you know what's gonna happen, so it's like low key kind of weird. But like then Omega takes a pin at Revolution, so Brian still feels like he's #1 contender. So you can extend that. Hangman's like, nah, fam, beat you already. So like you push that into like another pay-per-view, wherever that goes. And then like you just, I don't know, just keep Hangman going strong or whatever. I don't know.
I say
there's no real good answer.
I say Hangman and Brian puts on a banger.
Oh yeah, no, easily.
Brian wins that.
Okay.
Hangman and Kenny.
Wait, the championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like he wins, he gets his eliminator, then Brian gets the championship.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I got it. Brian wins the tournament.
Okay.
Full Gear, or no, Revolution is a while away.
Yeah.
Hangman wins the championship.
Okay.
He could have his run for like a good month. What Revolution is about February, yeah. So he could keep the title from there.
Yeah.
But so they can do the little storyline of like, regardless of what Hangman's doing right now, Brian is he has an old title shot. So they can continue with Kenny and Hangman if they want.
True. Or
they can go something else, have Brian do whatever. Maybe they like talk shit to each other and Brian's like, you know what? How about this? I won the tournament, but I'll put my #1 contendership on the line again. And we do Kenny and Brian again before Revolution for another number. Like, I don't know. Like,
it's not a bad idea. Honestly, it just doesn't make. It's like it's such a weird. It's weird. Yeah, there's just no good answer.
Well,
I mean, it has to be Brian winning. Like, I really can't see Miro winning it as much as I
honestly say. Fuck it, just give Miro the win and cancel all the awkwardness and just do it fresh.
Miro wins. Miro beats Hangman. Miro champion. Miro leaves AEW with the belt. Goes to MLW. Fights freaking Myron Reed for the title.
Myron wins the belt.
Gets the belt. Myron Reed MLW goes to Impact.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, we're just jumping everywhere. Trey Miguel takes it off of Myron, and then Trey Miguel, just shush. Let me keep talking. Trey Miguel takes it to freaking GCW. Nick Gage beats Trey Miguel.
No. AJ Gray beats Trey Miguel. Then AJ brings the title back to AEW. Then beats Bryan and Kenny Omega. Hobbs takes the belt off AJ. Myron is signed.
We just crowned like 3 black world champions. Okay, and so AJ drops it. Myron's signed, wins it off of AJ. Myron's champion.
Lee takes it off of Myron.
Who?
Lee Moriarty.
Oh, okay, Lee. Okay.
Off of him. Then we get Moriarty and Leo Rush.
Okay.
Rush takes it off of him.
Why is all these dudes having one reign only?
Well, it ain't instantly.
Okay,
it happens over time.
I got this right. So then Leo is the champion. Then you sign Keith Lee to AEW. Keith Lee and Leo had that tag match that one time. They fight. Keith gets the championship, and Keith just holds the title like Bruno Sammartino.
And then starts beating everybody.
I don't know what we agreed on, but I think Hangman gets the belt, and I think Bryan wins. And somehow Myron Reed is now in AEW and the world champ. I'm gonna cut it there. I think that's probably much the end of it. So guys, if you guys aren't following X3, where can they follow you? If I'm sure they already do, but
I feel like a lot of people still don't realize my X3 Twitter account has been suspended for over a year now. Follow me on Twitter at ZaryHighLife. My YouTube channel X3 is still the same, and I stream live on Twitch a lot. Late nights, we do a lot of different streams, normally under the influence of the devil's lettuce. Follow me on Twitch, ZaryHighLife. TikTok, you probably see me on TikTok a lot at X3 as well. There you go. That covers a lot. That covers a lot.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe. And I don't know why MLW is a part of AEW's roster now.
We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze.